Arian's gonna stand outside for an hour.
This is some wonderful audio we got right here.
You know, Arian doesn't blame himself; he blames you guys, so it's all right.
I really do. They need to support our podcast.
Like, you could have shown up at 1, but you showed up at 2:28.
It's 3:28 there.
3:28.
Sorry, I didn't get the text till fucking 2:30. So.
Yeah, midnight.
Arian, I'm literally sweating out here, dog. Luke won't even let me turn on the fan. All right.
Why?
Just because it interferes with the audio.
Yeah. I'm trying to save some audio sounds since you're gonna be in a public place screaming your lungs off.
I mean, I'm not. How's that? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but sometimes we'll hear
Chris?
It's fine. Sometimes
we'll
hear.
Are we even gonna introduce ourselves?
Nah.
Let me know when the quality gets like awesome. How's that? Is that better?
That is awesome right there, man.
Okay, what about that?
Lo-fi podcast to chill and relax to.
I need you guys to send me the link with the edited video so I can see or I can hear what I sound like.
You sound fine. You sound fine right now. This is perfect.
I just got done being sick too.
Dummy sick?
No, more like fucking
Dummy thick?
Yeah, dummy thick.
All right, guys. Sorry for this weird introduction to the podcast, but this is tune in next week to find out the name of this podcast. Episode 3. I'm your host, Drory Carey. I'm just kidding. That's an old YouTube series to watch. I'm your host, Luke G. To my left is
Simon.
What's your last name?
I'm not disclosing that.
Oh, okay.
Esther and Tony, and you'll get my last name if I get $20.
Oh, okay, cool. And then who we have, he's actually at a remote location in a cafe doing live podcast coverage for all the people around him that are listening to our voices live at this cafe, because that's a hipster podcast cafe. Is
They're actually not.
I'm not editing any of this. I'm really not. I would have to edit so much just to get the crap out of there.
Nah, like, you gotta edit a picture of the car in the video.
Yeah, a car going across the screen.
Like, find several hundred images of cars and edit them as.
Aaron, can you go into the back alley of that cafe and just, squat behind the dumpster and speak to us?
Someone just like sees Arian just talking to himself behind the dumpster. What the fuck is that guy doing?
Oh, I'm part of the Dumpster Cast.
Dumpster Cast.
You want to join?
Dumpster Cast, yes. Nice. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to be kind of terrible trash audio today.
I mean, like,
what
is
is
it not? What is it not?
Nothing more for the Dumpster Cast,
Yeah, I tried to
I thought
do.
that was the norm at this point.
I tried to do a GIF as the screen's picture last podcast, and it just made the GIF, and I extended it, and it just made the GIF at 4% speed. So the entire thing was an hour-long GIF at 4% speed instead of just a normal GIF. I was like, this is stupid. Or GIF or GIF or GIF or BIF or DIF.
GIF is peanut butter, bro.
It's GIF because the creator of it says it's GIF.
Yeah. Listen, God calls us humans. We don't call ourselves Hammonds. Am I right?
Like, people don't give a shit about what each letter stands for in the acronym.
You're right. It's a GIF. GIF Fridays.
People talk about it, but it's like no matter what, it comes down to: do you respect the owner's original spelling, or do you prefer the actual correct way?
Wait, so what is GIF? Is an acronym?
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
I don't want to fuck here. I'm
It's
searching.
graphics.
It's graphic interface, I believe. But I'm gonna here.
Format?
Give me my
What's the last stuff?
Yeah, that's what I was assuming it was graphic interface format, but I could be wrong.
Okay, Google.
Okay, here, plug it back in.
We don't need.
We got we got Luke coming.
What does GIF stand for?
They caught all those.
Any
Definition of GIF. A lossless format for image files
What?
What? That didn't answer us, Google.
Alright, let me just look up GIF acronym.
Yeah. There we are. Okay.
Your audio's a lot better.
Graphics, interchange,
Oh.
format.
Okay, I was wrong on interface, but I was right.
So yeah, it's an
interchange.
acronym.
Fuck.
You didn't know that?
I mean, none of you fuckers did. All you had to look it up, so yeah.
I knew it was an acronym.
I
at
just
least.
knew it
You
was
must
interchange.
actually-
I
you
just,
did.
I just like to
Boy.
see the struggle of these two. All right, I knew it all along. I just didn't want to say it. Anyway,
Programmers love freaking acronyms, man. Not like if you engineers, they always find an excuse to just make a word an acronym. It could be completely unnecessary to make it an acronym, but they will find a way
yeah,
to make
like
it an acronym.
like iCup.
yeah.
Yeah, you should-
EYECUP?
No, the like the personal I, not like the body I.
Okay, I now know how it's spelled.
Yeah, can you spell it for me?
Nah.
Don't do it, Anthony. It's a trap.
He doesn't know how to spell, guys. What a loser.
Yeah,
That makes him a bigger loser than, I don't know, seeing someone pee, you know? Anyway, Arian, what are you doing at a cafe? Who are you with at the cafe? You just chilling at a cafe?
He just he's with someone. Yo, I gotta take this hour long. I'll be at the dumpster if you need me. Just holla.
No,
You're just alone?
I'm just a loner.
Damn.
Just like the grand. Just like the grand.
I've accepted the fact that I'm forever alone.
I mean, it's not
That's just
a consistent fact.
It truly isn't. So when is that girl that I told you I saw at the comic convention gonna date me, Arian?
He's too good for you.
Wow, dude.
Why don't
Wow.
you give some context to our listeners about this
Uh,
comic?
So I went to a comic convention Thursday, dressed as Jesus Christ. Right? I have long hair. It's my new Facebook profile
Oh,
picture. Arian's, you didn't know, Arian? I told you. I texted you. I was like, should I go up there and sing?
I thought you were legit talking about like a karaoke night.
No, it was at Comic Con. It was cosplay karaoke.
Apparently, you're getting a lot of looks.
Yeah, I got a lot of looks. I got a lot of... Listen, if you think about it, I was the most famous superhero character out there at the entire convention.
I don't know, man. If there's a Ronald McDonald cosplay, I'm pretty sure he has you beat.
There wasn't, though.
Oh shit! All right.
More of a villain.
Next cosplay thing, we're all going as Ronald McDonald's.
I was going to say Garfield.
I'm like, Jesus is definitely up there, but there's got to be like at least one character that is
More popular than Jesus? I don't think so.
I mean, have you seen that cooking show where the dude like made like chicken nuggets in front of those kids?
Yeah, Jamie Oliver.
Yeah, like earlier in the video or the show, there was like they were doing pictures of like what do you recognize, and the kids like recognize the brands more than they recognize like real people.
Yeah.
You recognize Jesus.
Yeah, like they didn't even know who George Washington was. Who the fuck is that? I just give that to people, all right? I don't try to know who that is.
I just want that, okay? My parents give me that. Anyway, so I was dressed up as Jesus, and I texted Arian, I'm like, should I go sing at the cosplay karaoke? I was like, should I sign up again and sing You Raise Me Up by Josh Groban? Not Josh Groban, Josh something. Anyway, but I just was singing Somewhere Beyond the Sea. But Aaron didn't realize I was actually dressed as Jesus and actually. He's like, he was like, I was like, I'm Jesus right now. He's like, famous last words.
Oh, Luke's he's gone off the deep end now.
Yeah. No, I was at convention center and I see that girl taking pictures in front of the PlayStation area. I was like, oh, hey, whoa, I know that person. But obviously they didn't recognize me because I was dressed as Jesus, and it was kind of like, you know, nobody would have known it was me because all I had on was a Jesus robe and no face paint or anything, just my hair. So there's no way anyone could recognize me.
You know, judging from that comic, the comment exchanged from your profile picture, I'm kind of wondering if a lot of people thought you were being Jesus in an offensive manner.
I know.
I'm sure there's a lot of.
I'm sure.
Like, look at this fuck.
But like, I believe in Jesus, so it would be like, it would be kind of like.
My culture is not your culture.
Yeah. It'd be like, this is my out. All right, guys, I've decided I don't believe in Jesus anymore. I'm going to dress up as him and mock him, even though I have a tattoo of the scripture on my arm for the rest of my life. No, that'd be silly. No, so I dressed up as Jesus and I walked around and people noticed me like Jesus and people used it as an excuse to say Jesus and his first name and his last name, like to, take the Lord's name in vain. They're all going to hell. Everyone who said my name. Anyway, one lady said it and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Ashley passed me." Funny memes. Anyway, so I when people would go over there, I would put my hands like in like the Mary Magdalene like prayer style and smile and nod my head, or I went up to a guy and I shook his hand. I was like, "My child." The best part, the most fun I had was it was getting near the end of the thing after I already did the karaoke. I went to this like Deadpool dating panel thing. And like they have audience participation. There's like 100 people in there, maybe more. And I'm just standing in the back, like all the way in the back. And one of the people on stage notices me, and they're like, "Jesus, is that you?" And like, and the guy that's like co-hosting with her is like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Jesus." Like, because they would make like dirty jokes or whatever. And the girl's like, "Jesus, come up here." And so I come up there and I T-pose my way as I walk there, like the Jesus statue in Peru or whatever, and everyone's laughing. And I get up there and the guy's like, "I'm so sorry, Jesus, for like all the dirty jokes that you have to be here to witness this." And I'm like hugging him and I'm like, "It's all right. I died for your sins. You are forgiven, all of you." And I like point towards the crowd and everyone's like laughing. And then I go back down and I watch the rest of the show and I'm like pseudo involved. Like they'll mention Jesus every like as a callback joke, and I'll be like, it was funny. Like I'll put my hands up, whatever. It was funny. I definitely think I like being Jesus. It was a confidence boost and I love the attention. I think I might make some sort of cult out of it, or go back again next year.
Dude, better idea. Just dress as Jesus in general.
Yeah, every day.
Why does it have to stop at the con?
Why am I limiting myself to conventions? I should go to work as Jesus. Jesus pizzas.
You know what? I think Thanos
Sounds like a
would.
fucking franchise.
Sounds like a what?
Sounds like a franchise.
Yeah, Jesus pizzas.
Sounds like that could be a really good movie about like a fucking crazy person. I am
that one
Jesus.
movie we saw where the guy, he had a mask, like a Jack in the Box sized mask on his head all the time.
Oh yeah, no,
George,
I remember
and
that.
he had a safe word. Remember that?
That was such a weird movie. It was.
Remember that movie where the guy had like a giant mask on the entire time, and his name was like George or something?
It was a band. Remember? And like,
and
then they took off his mask and he went ape shit.
What was the safe word? It was like Chihuahua or something.
No.
It was an animal. Chinchilla.
No, all I remember in that scene is like after everything goes to shit and they're just like in that like tiny ass hotel. He's like, "Take off the mask, take it off," and then the guy's screaming. "Ah!"
It never came off though. He just was screaming.
I think you do get to see
Michael
his face.
Fassbender.
It's Michael who?
Fassbender, Magneto. It was Magneto.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
remember?
Yeah, young
Yeah,
Magneto.
that was
young
like the
Magneto.
last
I never
person
saw
I
him the
expected.
same way again. I'm like, holy shit. This did some weird ass shit.
It's a weird movie. It was good though. It was very entertaining.
It was. It was so indie. It
It
wasn't
was.
indie.
It was so indie, honestly. That just bleeds indie.
Yeah. It was so
Especially
indie,
the
it
music too.
mainstream.
It's like itchy britches.
It was good. Yeah, I like that movie. Anyway, so I felt like a different person, you know. And he wears a mask every day. I can do that every day.
Could kind of be like Daft Punk.
Yeah, you know, hide
Like-
my identity. No,
I know Daft Punk. Like it's kind of impossible for them to be hidden at this point. But
You got that guy on Fiverr whose actual name is Jesus H. Christ because he was born in a cult.
Oh my god.
Like, that's one way to make life of it.
H stand for.
That's a
You know,
random
Chicago.
number.
just hang up. I think that's Ivan.
So I did that. I was like, Anthony didn't want to go to the con because he was having an eventful day already. Pretty eventful, right, Anthony?
Yeah, it's pretty eventful.
I was dropping him off the night before, and he was like, "Yeah, I gotta go buy a 3DS and get my bag back from work." So a pretty eventful day. I was like, you sound like Napoleon Dynamite. Like, anyway, so I went alone, without Anthony, and yeah, I got a bunch of attention.
You gotta let me go. The car crash wasn't your fault.
Was that that was like weirdly a coincidence?
It's just more.
You're at a motorcycle cafe? You're at the Hard Rock
Yeah.
Cafe?
Yeah, but
What's the name of this cafe?
called
Alk?
Alchemy.
Balcony.
I can hear
Discord
you,
have
Simon.
a. I'm about to just log in for the website.
Alright, I'm
Yeah, you
back,
can log into the
boys.
website, yeah.
No, you know, that is
Yeah.
an actual interesting thing because I'm thinking a lot when I go to California. I'm purely going under the assumption that I'm just going to not get along with anyone at my work. I already have this image in my head. I'm like,
It's so crazy
Already?
because we're just weird at mod. It's like so weird. And
No, I'm
I was
like-
thinking that the other night. I'm like, you're never going to be able to be this weird at another job
no,
ever
I'm not.
again.
I just act stupid. No, but like genuinely, I've never really had that thing where I just go to a restaurant by myself or go to a movie theater by myself. I'm
Oh,
always
really?
with someone.
Yeah,
and it's like
join.
What a fucking loser.
when I'm in California, I'm gonna have to get used to
Arian
that.
called
Honestly.
you a loser.
A lo-
because of that.
No,
It's like the opposite of a loser.
Hey,
No, like,
man,
genuinely-
being alone is the new relationship status, man.
No, I'm excited, honestly.
Whatever helps you
Forever.
sleep at night, Arian.
It's when you're able to finally come to grips with crushing loneliness and anxiety that comes when you're born into the world.
With
You
the
will never be understood by
with the-
anybody.
with the crushing reality that we all die alone, and
Shattered
You know-
the grand illusion.
It is
Come
interesting.
home. Come home to Simple Ricks, alright?
Simple Ricks. Remember we're just making
Arian
that joke
said-
over and over again, Arian? Like that was like our only fucking joke.
listen, Rick was single, thus, and the most highest IQ man, so I'm going to be single.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be so many people's fucking hero. Yeah, I'm gonna start a fucking cult.
Oh my god.
He actually sounds like Rick.
Hey Rick, it's
I'm gonna
Rick.
start a cult.
Oh, jeez.
You're a fucking piece of shit, Morty.
I loved that
And I can prove it
episode.
mathematically.
What's your guys' favorite Rick and Morty episode?
I think it has to be the
Mr.
one.
Meeseeks.
God, that was Mr. Meeseeks only in one episode, or has he been
Like,
in?
he's been in multiple episodes,
It's
but
cameos,
he's-
but not like
Yeah,
there.
cameo.
well, like, he's only really been like a main player in one episode.
That one episode is enough. Like people.
Because I know he
fucking
was in The
love
Life of
Mr.
Roy.
Yeah, like he was in that arcade.
Yeah, I think that was called Life of Roy. Or, you know.
My favorite episode is Pickle Rick. People hate that episode.
And now Simon's looking at a poster of Pickle Rick.
No, like people hated that episode.
I just talked about.
Daniel.
Oh, I really liked the episode where it was like Rick and Morty Planet. I liked that episode a lot.
I really like the one.
Cathedral? No.
Is that what it was
Citadel.
called?
No.
The Citadel, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny how the cops, the Rick and Morty cops, that was so great.
That
and
definitely that actually was one of the best. I love how it starts with you assuming that it's a completely different episode because it shows Rick and Morty going on like some sea adventure.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the other Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good parts to that episode. That
I'd
probably is up there for me.
Yeah, I like the when the Morty cop talks to another Morty. He's like, "Oh, jeez," he talks in like Morty normal talk.
Oh, gee, man. I totally get it. Oh, gee, bro.
He just starts beating the shit out of him. Oh,
You want to see how I paint a wall?
How to paint a wall. They're coming out with a new season this year.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's November, I think.
Wow. Man, they take their time.
They do.
Like,
That's good.
I like that they take their time, honestly.
Unlike
Yeah,
Game
not
of
like
Thrones.
Game of Thrones, right? Am I right?
I literally we just jinxed that, by the way.
I mean,
Arian.
that's actually incorrect because season 8 they took an extra year to make it. Yeah, like it was
still
season 8 took 2 years to release instead of 1, and it still sucked ass. So you can't save bad writing, guys.
Oh.
You can try, but they'll be like, "We're the writers here."
No, shut up. Like I don't get it. Like so many writers like completely invalidate actors all the times, but actors to an extent they are the writers of their characters because they have to get into the mind space of their character. Well, good actors do.
Yeah, like
So it's like if anyone knows their logical next step, it's generally the actors.
Didn't Bryan Cranston? You said he directed.
Oh yeah, he would direct a lot of the very like actor heavy episodes.
Yeah,
like a lot of
like,
dialogue. Because he
knows what his character would do, really.
He knows that, and like he knows how to help other people act out a scene.
Yeah,
you know, because he's been through the same thing. I don't know. I mean, writers can definitely be very full of themselves in the industry. I've heard.
Is this fucking podcast almost over? Yeah.
Wow, it literally barely started.
I thought I muted that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Arian. Let me let you get back to being alone in a cafe by yourself, drinking coffee and hitting on the waitresses. I'm sorry, Arian. That makes loud noises.
No, that's low too.
You don't hit
They
on the
hit
waitress.
on me, all right?
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Sure.
I'm still
Sure, buddy.
I was debating making this podcast an incel podcast, like ironically. Or like,
Dude, that happened at Fair Trade.
listen,
That shit was weird.
listen.
The waiter hit on you?
I went on a date with one of the baristas.
Oh.
That
I see.
shit.
How did it go?
Did you take her to Fair
told
Trade?
Yeah, right? No, we went to Melrose Kitchen.
Oh, okay. How's
But,
that?
like, I told her I'm leaving for Utah.
This is my favorite part of the podcast. When
I
Arian
love when
starts
Arian
cutting
cuts
out.
out,
and then now he's just
That's it. He's like, I told her I'm leaving for Utah, and yeah, that's it.
Dang.
Wow,
come
she
back for
didn't.
that
You know what?
waitress?
She didn't love you enough. She should have loved you after one date. Anyway, yeah. So this girl that I saw at the con that she's not too good for me. All women should have to date me.
yeah.
Women should have to be forced to date men.
Okay.
How about
All right. I don't know about that.
I don't know about
That's
that
gonna
one.
be a
Chief.
solid no from me.
Let's get a debate going on here, Anthony. Can you leverage your side here?
Why?
Because personally, I think Luke has a great point.
Sorry,
Oh my god!
I can't
Any
like
man
have
would be lucky to have. Wait.
the
Yeah.
podcast I want to be like is like completely unserious, but like make the viewer not like super uncertain of if we're serious or not. So like where you're like, Luke has a great point here, and Anthony's like the only one not playing.
I
along.
can't do that, man.
It's
That's
so hard not to laugh.
Oh.
Though. It's so difficult.
God, but then what if people actually take us seriously?
Who cares? They're idiots.
I was actually I had a thought last night, like about Filthy Frank, and I was wondering, do you think he quit? Like, do you think he quit because he maybe realized he actually had an incredibly negative impact?
Oh, for sure.
Because I was thinking, I'm like, I think watching Filthy Frank made me a shittier person, truthfully.
I mean, he lived it, so I think it made him slightly like inside, like not like outwardly, like he would never be like, you know, F whatever weeaboos. Outwardly, he would just like because like he had a different persona, but inwardly, like he was probably very judgmental or whatnot, and you know, and thought like really bad and like dark jokes. Although he had this insane knack for thinking of the most darkest jokes that he would never have thought of ever.
I don't know, like it's just a lot of YouTubers have so much influence, and especially considering like a lot of people who watch YouTube are generally young. They really look up to a lot of YouTubers. Yeah. I remember I used to. I don't anymore.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look up to us. Thousands of viewers that we have on our podcast.
All one person who has a cult of us.
I saw you fucking link it on your Facebook.
I link it. I'll link it again, boy.
I'm not coming. Hey, how many extra clicks did that get?
Like 2 or 3 guys, gotta be honest with you. 2 or 3 whole people.
Ooh.
I know one of my friends, or like a couple of my friends have listened to it, so that's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like who?
Are they outside of work?
I'm not gonna, they didn't let me disclose their names.
Let's dox them.
Tell all of Mod.
I did force some co-workers to listen to it because I am the shift lead at Mod. So
Oh my god! Did you put it on during closing? Oh no! Oh my gosh!
I made Cameron listen to it.
Dude, who else?
What did they say?
I made Jen listen to it to find out what happened last podcast.
No wonder why Jen
They said
hates the job.
Jen was like, "You guys laugh too much. Let's just not laugh, guys. Try to not laugh
This is more.
while joking."
We're
Like
still
that's why I was
figuring out
like,
what the fuck thing is. So I say
the theme. The theme is just a
We
couple
need
bros.
themes in our podcasts this entire time.
I don't know.
balls in
Man.
my face.
Balls in my face.
Balls.
I really feel like we're just one step away from reaching Radio Labs quality. You know, Arian.
Fuck
Listen.
You, don't you ever dare destroy the sanctity of that
Bruh, we're already past Radio Labs.
of a pod.
We're
Bro.
number 1 on podcast Billboard Top 100. We're number 1. We already passed
Actually
Radio
is
Labs.
ranked on
I can
podcast.
retire right now.
Yeah,
No,
all
we
have
can't retire. We're at the peak of our career.
I mean,
we sell our
that's when you
podcast.
that's
all
when
we
you
have to
retire,
do is
man.
name
Sell
our
our body?
podcast the number 1 podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
that
whatever
is
the number
funny.
1 podcast in
The
the
number
world is
1
right now, we just name it. We just take their names.
That's
So,
the
okay.
title. We just call it. What is it called? Radio what?
Radio Lab.
We just start calling our
Just call it
episodes
Radio Lab.
Lab.
Yo, it's gonna be called Radio Lab now. That is the name of this.
Is that like
episode.
copyright? I don't know. Who
Yeah.
cares? That'd be funny as heck.
No, Arian would not like that shit.
Do you really? You guys got to listen to Super Mega. They're like, I don't know. They're just funny. I sent a link in the chat to look at, like, just a video of them opening fan mail. But like that's like the kind of humor I enjoy, and the synergy they have that I enjoy, that you guys can just check out as like research material, and then get back to me and write a 5-paragraph written essay on how we could incorporate that into our podcast. Thank you very much.
Oh wow, yeah, no, Radio Lab is actually one of the most popular. I think it is the most popular.
I don't know about that.
It was the first result that came up when I typed in
For radio?
I typed in top ranked podcast and it was the first that came up, so.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Sorry, viewers. Simon's lying here. The first that came up was ours, but we just discard that. We're humble people. And then it was Radiolab.
Truthfully, if we ever do become the biggest podcast, that's when we end it. Like that, it's over.
You're like such a Breaking Bad mentality.
You gotta end when it peaks, guys.
Like destroy it.
The
Legacy is important, man.
The reason for this isn't, for me at least, isn't to have Arian blow wind on the mic, but and coffins on the mic. It's for us to just stay connected while Simon leaves and Arian's out in Utah and Mormon Valley.
I'll probably die. No,
You're probably what? You'll die. You'll die out there.
Is Utah killing you?
Oh, in Iraq. Oh, anyway, so
Iraq.
Yeah, so if Arian's gonna have to call in from Iraq, and we're just gonna gonna hear like bullet shots. Arian, can you keep it down, dude? Yeah. Arian, can you keep it down?
Get the fuck down.
Aaron's
in the middle of a podcast.
You just be like, bro, moment.
If I hear that in the background, I'm losing my shit.
I would honestly just be like, I would keep a straight face and be like, Aaron, can you keep it down, please?
Arian, shut up, Arian. Shut up.
Install more soundproof.
The last words he hears. Shut up. Keep it down, dude.
No, Arian, if you die at that moment, we would become the #1 podcast for sure.
So
we would be all over the news.
I'll take
Not
one
for
for
the
the team.
reason
Take one for the team, dog.
You gotta keep with this podcast even when you're in Iraq and you don't have that good of data. Keep up with it.
How's the quality going to be in Iraq? Holy
Oh yeah, you're gonna be like several hours away in terms of time zones. And shit.
Choppy, that's fine. Are you actually going to be going to Iraq anytime soon or anytime in the next 5 years?
Probably, yeah.
Arian in Iraq.
Yeah. If you had to guesstimate when would it be?
I'm not allowed.
Yeah, right. This guy's not going to Iraq.
He's totally blue balling us.
Yeah, dude. He's taking stolen. Dude, I can't believe you would do stolen valor like that. Shame on you, Arian. And shame on America for hiring such a man.
Arian, he wants to live.
My dad
Edgar,
is a Navy
Edgar asked me
SEAL.
if he could borrow my my
PS4.
uniform one day.
Why, to pick up women?
No, I think it was for like some Halloween costume. He's like, "Hey, can I borrow your uniform?" And I go, no. And he goes, "Oh, right. Is that disrespectful?" And I'm like, I mean, yeah. I'm like, only everything that gets on the nerves of any serviceman.
Didn't you also say? I remember we were walking in downtown Phoenix, and you're telling me that they advise you not to because it could be potentially dangerous.
Yeah, there's a huge rape culture here. Like, that's almost like putting a target on. Yeah.
Really?
In Virginia, they were drugging a lot of soldiers, raping.
What?
My Discord's cutting out.
The male soldiers?
Yeah,
Or...
Yeah.
all of them, really.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they would buy a soldier a drink. I think they were buying eye drops or something. It was something weird. They would put in your drink. It would essentially knock you out. Split cheeks. Put it.
God damn.
All we hear is we pretended like we heard anything at all
fucking...
that you cut out the last portion.
Well, to be
So
fair,
after you get drugged, do you get the intercoursed?
That's how it works.
Wow.
Nah, they just leave you. They're like, have a good trip, man.
They're like, I'm here for this.
Yeah,
They take out a Sharpie marker, Time to start. Just
like, you just wake up and you're like, wow, that was a really good trip. I'm so glad.
So, but after they do that, what do they do? Do they kill you? Do they throw you back?
No, you wake up and you're like, fuck, back to base. Yep.
Where do you wake up though?
Fucking hotel.
Oh, do we have to explain the concept of
I don't have
rapes?
personal experience with this, Luke. I'll let you know
I
next
know.
time it happens.
Please
Be
do.
like, all right, this is exactly what happened.
Talk about it on the podcast. You call me like I was like, save it for the podcast. It's like a Thursday.
Oh my god.
I hang up on. He's like crying.
Something horrible happened. Can it wait?
Let's make this some juicy podcast.
That's like,
material.
okay, hold all that emotion and
Right
let it
there.
all out in the mic. Just
Alright, I know this horrible thing happened to you on Monday. Can we save it for Sunday?
Wait a week for me, please. That's how I told Anthony we were working together. I was like, he was about to like, so this. I was like, don't talk to me, Anthony. Let's save this conversation for the podcast.
you don't know. It's like you're sitting in the car. You're about to like disclose some really deep shit. Like you're in the moment.
Yeah.
Can this wait?
I'll have you as a guest on my podcast. Like you're on
Just a random stranger disclosing, bro. You got to come on this podcast.
yeah. Before you say anything.
Yeah, you can have 10 people listen to your conversation.
And 5 of those are me. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Arian, have you even shared it? Have you even tried to get on our podcast to blow up?
No.
Wow.
No.
Sam.
I'm not trying to have anyone find this shit.
Yeah, that's why I don't tag you guys in it or anything. But
Good. Keep me.
but I mean, I just have a future for us in our our group as Radio Lab that will blow up someday, and we'll see. Like I don't know.
Everything that we've done now would destroy us. If we actually became successful, oh man, the receipts that would be pulled up right from these
that's a
first
new
few
saying
episodes.
too right now. The receipts,
The
like
receipts, man.
saying.
Where's the receipts?
Yeah,
Cancel.
it's like a new saying of like receipts is like your past. Like anything that you said or did in the past, instead of like your receipts.
Stupid.
It's a James Charles thing, and Simon's really big on Team James.
He did nothing wrong.
I couldn't not laugh at him, man. Team James.
I don't know why he's laughing, guys. This is serious. Anyway, so I updated my profile picture to Jesus, and a few girls hearted it and liked it. Does that mean a girl likes you if she hearts your photo, or she likes Jesus?
Like,
Yeah, that's more
And-
of Jesus.
yeah,
What, Arian?
the Jesus thing.
Guys, you actually got.
No, I think it's a me thing, guys. So I'm just gonna say, when it comes to personal profile pictures, if they heart it, they want marriage, and I'm gonna pursue that with a few of the people that hearted my photos.
Dude, like you gotta be careful with those reactions, man. Like I saw in this one post, I believe it was Jules. Someone like laughed, put the laugh emote, and then like the girl in the comments tagged him. It's like, what the fuck is so funny, huh? And then they just went at it. I'm like,
You know what I would have
can't
done to that
even-
comment? I would have laughed emoted.
I could pull up the receipts right now if you guys want. Here, look, it's fucking like,
Goddamn
oh
receipts.
my god, that shit made my day. When I
I
saw
would
it.
have laughed emoted at the comment that she tagged me in.
I'm like, you can't even laugh.
Give me a second. I'm
about
gonna order
guys.
something.
He's gonna order something, guys.
Yeah, you guys.
No,
you
no,
guys keep talking.
no. Keep the mic unmuted. I want to hear what you order.
Okay.
What? ASMR ordering food.
He's just laughing at the person in front of him. They don't know why.
Stop. Let me order something. Back to
Oh, you're gonna just counter ASMRS?
Like a deep fried meme.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is the best part of the podcast.
After he ordered,
Okay,
we're gonna
okay.
guess.
All right.
So you're gonna
I
edit,
got
like,
it.
some-
It's this post right here, all right? So, where is it? Okay. Here, I'll show you, Anthony. So it was this, right?
Give me the gist of the post. What's the post
Like-
about?
It's about a girl who took her top off at a concert, and then like a bunch of guys started grabbing her tits. Yeah, and I'm
That's
like, obvious.
I saw this great compilation.
I disagree with the men's actions. Like that's fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
100%.
But look, so these two people, they ha it, and then I don't see what's so funny. and then like this guy actually responds of this. He's exposing himself. And then she's like, "You got that rape mentality? It's disgusting." He's like, "I didn't even say that." And then even worse, the other guy private messages her with this shit.
Oh.
Let me see this.
Like these guys
That's
really
amazing.
are exposing themselves like that.
I know,
What-
but
oh
she
my-
did take her top off, guys.
No,
Let's be honest. You're
no,
asking for it if you take your top
no.
off.
Like,
You-
you don't.
you
grab
take your top
tits
off?
after-
Some guy.
My top is currently off, and I can confirm I am asking for it.
Oh my gosh.
You are not.
That wasn't seriously. That's one of the going on with the bits.
This guy.
Oh, shit.
No,
You
hold
see
on. I
that?
was
that
gonna think
but that's
of,
something. It's like.
No, they even joke about that on there. Anyway, fudge, I was gonna say something about that. Hold up. Besides the bit.
All right, how are you?
All this is getting cut out, huh? No.
I'm just starting off. This is like the first year I've actually done it.
Man, I can already imagine Jen being forced to listen to this.
Oh my god.
I hate raves. I think raves are like the most.
Have you even been in a rave? Like,
No, but I hate them.
I
think
haven't.
I know, but I feel like it's like the most like the saddest people ever. Like they're just all looking for attention, and they're all looking for like satisfaction in something else,
I don't know
like
if that's true. I
like
feel like
drugs and music and sex and drugs and alcohol and music.
obviously it's not the best form of entertainment health-wise.
It's just not gonna
but-
last you. It's not satisfying enough to last you. It's like once every 3 months.
Some people just want to have fun.
I know. And again, but like I absolutely hate when you see the Snapchat stories for the the raves that people are like, this is the greatest day of my life, yes, and like they're fathers, so they're like parents,
They're
and
probably
they've had
fucking high
kids.
as shit, dude. They probably just took Molly like 5 minutes before taking a picture.
I know, but it's like your kid was born in your arms, and you're like. When your kid finds that as they grow up, they find the video of you saying that.
Luke, not everyone has the same values as you, alright?
You're right.
Yeah, you know.
I have great values, and if any single woman out there like my values, hit me up on Discord at awesomeman #44. I forget the last 2 numbers.
Damn, this guy really
Or just-
doxing himself.
Write down in the comment section below, Luke, I love you, and I want to get to know you more, and I'll get to know you more.
I mean,
I'm alone and very lonely. Please, anybody.
Fuck. You can.
all right, we're ending.
You just hear
That
Aaron,
is not why we're doing this. God damn.
you just hear Simon like licking his freaking finger, just sucking on him in the back.
Oh.
I was contemplating something. I don't know. Fuck.
Dude, I was gonna say something earlier and I totally forgot. Because I went with the bit joke instead.
You know, like, if I was an outsider, I would assume we're all fucking high right now. Like, the way this podcast is being run.
Dang.
We're laughing too much. Stop it.
Yeah, I agree. It's so hard not to, though.
No, what are we supposed to do? Like, just not laugh at our friends?
Yeah, not
jokes?
laugh, just smile really hard.
So that
You do that?
Aaron, how dare you laugh right there? I was just smiling really hard.
I don't
Fuck
know,
that.
man.
This is my house. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
We say a joke and then no one just laughs. We're all just staring blankly at each other.
That makes it funnier. Sorry. That would actually make it so funny to listen to, though.
Okay, next episode, guys, we're not gonna laugh at all. Alright? We're just gonna
What
talk.
would we call
I
that?
have
Like,
to- Dang, you're really putting me on the laugh patrol? Catching y'all
I will
laughing?
make no such problem.
it'd be like dry humor. Like dry humor you don't laugh at, right? Like when you make a dry humor joke, right?
Sure.
Carry the podcast as I wash my hands.
Simon, so I have a bag. I have a bag.
Dude, I just saw a squirrel jump into a fucking bush. Like, that squirrel could not have tried more to jump into a bush. Holy fuck. Like, he pogoed in there.
Like, I've seen 2 rabbits in my backyard. It's like,
Big whoop, Arian. That's nature, okay? I don't know why that was so funny. I thought you were laughing at Simon washing his hands.
Because normally, like, you go into the bush, right? You just, or they, like, run into it. But no, this motherfucker jumped, like, 3 feet in the air. And then he landed in the
a fat leap into the bush.
Yeah, maybe it was a rabbit, Arian. Get your mind out of the clouds.
fucking squirrel. I will fight you.
Like, he saw a squirrel.
Listen, Simon, mute your mic. He's washing his hands and we can hear it. Oh no, Arian, are you peeing?
Me? No, I'm outside.
No, Simon's washing his hands.
What?
Simon's in the other room on Discord washing his hands with his mic on. Because he decided to eat all of my cheese puffs. Anyway, very funny squirrel. Did you capture it? Did you put it on?
That was a piss.
Did you capture it? Did you get the video?
I feel like this is the one that we don't need to edit at all.
I'm not gonna edit it. It's just gonna be.
Just gonna post it as is.
I might edit every time a car passes by, like Anthony said, and just put a
Like, you
pink
gotta put
car
a picture
going.
of a car.
Yeah,
A
going
different
across the
car.
screen.
That's a lot of editing.
Editing sucks, dude. It's like the worst. None of you guys have ever edited, but it's like terribly. It's like the most. It's like the most tedious thing ever. Like it took me took me 10 hours to edit one YouTube video on my channel here.
Was it the
I think it was the VR
top
chat one.
10?
No, that one took like 5.
Damn. Makes you kind of respect what these YouTubers are doing.
Yeah, but not all YouTubers edit their own videos, so.
That's true. A lot of people
Hey,
have.
look up Jimothy.
Jimothy.
Yeah, you know Jimothy?
Who's Jimothy?
GYMOT.
That's not spelling it. You don't start spelling and then finish saying the name.
Well,
Spell it
yeah.
all the way, Luke.
I just
what
wanted.
the fuck are you doing with your life? God
Listen.
damn, unfuck yourself.
Listen, I'm lazy. If you were in my room right now, you would be able to tell
Jimothy.
that. Jimbothy, like Tim's, like Tim's,
Yeah, like
Timbothy.
Timothy, but replace it with a J. He's pretty.
Jim with a B, right? Jimb.
Is he a Fortnite channel?
He probably does.
Jimbothy.
Both.
Yeah, that's
Whenever you guys have spare time, look at that.
I'm not gonna spend my spare time watching a Fortnite YouTuber.
Oh, but you'll spend it playing Smash Brothers and
Yes.
going to work?
Yeah.
Going to work.
That's not spare time. I don't- Hey, I got some spare time today. You guys want to go to work? Fucking what the hell?
Hey, man. Work was my
Look,
spare
that's all you
time
do.
when I'm in college. Like that, I treat my Saturdays and Sundays like, oh yeah, this is my free time. That's why I just dick around at work.
I mean, it is
whatever.
fun. Like, we do have fun at our work.
Prioritize.
Except when
Who
customers
am I
come.
saying?
You know, if like no customers ever came to mod.
I wish Arian stayed in Arizona and we got to work with him, but
I think Arian would fucking hate mod.
I don't know.
Remember
I
Safeway?
thought I was thinking about that, and I was thinking,
No, that was shit.
would Arian be okay with taking orders from me?
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, remember when Moses wanted a job at mod? I'm like, no, you don't. Moses?
Yeah.
You would just be like, all right, go do a lobby, Moses. Fuck you. I'm not doing a lobby.
It's not like terrible, you know. It's just hard work, and again, I enjoy it because of the people I work with.
Yeah,
Yo, who was that, Arian? Who was that,
I
Arian?
can hear you. It's not going to reply to me.
I mean, some girl said, "Yas, hey boy, hey soldier boy." That's what we heard. We all heard it, Arian.
who
Did
is
you get her
Soulja
number?
Boy?
Oh.
How is our podcast going to be unique with our one man being out in public while doing it if he won't even tell us what he's doing out in public?
Guys,
I mean, he
I
told
just
us he
give
was
it
getting
away.
food at a cafe.
That's all you need to know.
That's
You don't
all
even
I
know.
That's all I need to picture where he is.
You want me to send you a picture, Anthony?
He does.
Like,
Anthony just
I'd
said
like
yes.
it,
Alright.
but you don't have to
Send
do it to
me
me.
a picture
How do
of
we-
fire about that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. The best picture.
Anyway, I do spend my free time playing video games and Smash Bros, but at least I don't spend it doing drugs and going to raves
Bad dude.
and obsessing over intercourse.
Wow.
are you calling out a specific
So that's why you're
employee?
using the podcast, right? Get
No, I'm using the podcast to get myself a wife in the future.
That's smart.
I was thinking about this last night. If Simon ever like something terrible happened and Simon and Joanna like either broke up or Joanna died or one of them, Joanna died because I don't know. I don't know if I would really talk to Joanna if Simon died. Anyway, if Joanna died, how many years would you give Simon to move on? Simon, you
20
can't
years.
answer. How many years?
20.
How about a week?
I was gonna say 2.
A week?
I'll give you 5.
Oh,
5 weeks? That's
Years!
That's respectable. Nah, I'm like, if I lose Joanna, man, I do not know how to get a girlfriend.
I
just-
know.
I
That's why
never
I'm like,
learned that.
dang, dude, no one but Arian understand. Wait, no, Arian's in a relationship with himself right now. No one understands what it's like being single, and Anthony doesn't care right now. He's like, if it happens, it happens. It is what it is.
You're looking for,
But I'm going on Match.com, eHarmony, Farmers Only. I'm out there. I'm on these streets, guys. I'm trying hard.
I feel like when you try like that, a lot of the times it makes it harder though. You almost
deal with, yeah.
You almost want to let it find you, because in that way you always end up with a better.
I never want to let it find me. Aren't you guys scared about the new movie? His new movie coming out?
Don't worry, Luke. In a few years, it'll be socially acceptable for girls to ask guys out, and then you won't.
There's already a dating app like that.
Yeah, isn't that already like a thing?
Yeah.
It's a thing, but there's still.
And I've been debating going to bars soon, because obviously it was a joke, guys. I don't have eHarmony or whatever bullcrap. Going to bars soon, because at work yesterday there was this girl that kept making eye contact with me, and I'm like, is that how going to a bar works? You make eye contact like 3 times and then you go over there, or
No. You buy a drink, tell the waiter, hey, send this over there, tell them.
yeah, but that's like so cliche.
No, but it's just kind of the culture.
But they work for a reason. It's a cliche for a reason, all right?
Does it work for you, Arian?
Sure. I don't go to bars. When I do,
Yeah, you're gonna find the love of your life.
how old are you again? You're like 20.
I'm 22. I'm the oldest in the entire group.
Oh, okay. So that's why you were trying to date. You know what? Girls mature faster than boys. Maybe she was like.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, moving on.
Let's skirt past that.
You're not a pet.
Skirt. My only relationship, the girl was the same age as me. Anyway, no, I just like, I know people who've met in bars and like, although I don't drink alcohol at all.
What you want? You don't go there to get married.
No,
right,
you go there to get laid.
You don't find marriage material.
And truthfully, you don't.
I know someone who has, and they're married and they have a kid.
And also, the big thing is, when you go to a bar, both of you have to drink. Yeah. Imagine if you just give the girl the drink like that.
I just stare at her. I like put my finger in her drink like I'm putting a drug in it. Just
like, no, I'm good. You keep drinking. You keep drinking. You're drinking for both of us. I don't drink. That really sets.
We're getting controversial here, guys.
The biggest problem with me going to a bar would be I would have to get my license rotated, and that's just like so much work.
You know, if you get pulled over,
we can do it right now on the fucking computer.
I'm pretty sure if you get pulled over, that license isn't valid.
It is.
It's valid.
Every time I've gotten pulled over with it like 3 times.
Oh, really?
Car.
Oh, wow.
Every time I've been pulled over, except for once, Anthony's been in the car.
Like, bars require you to rotate your license because they don't want to do all the hard work of finding the date of birth.
The thing is, and when a cop pulls me over thinking I'm like a drunkard, and then he sees my license, he automatically knows there's almost no way I am.
Why is that? What does your license say?
It's vertical. And you have to get it horizontal to go into bars. And so there's no way I could have been going into a bar, or in a bar, or leaving a bar.
You ever think a cop that pulls you over assumes you're a tweaker? No?
No, I got a scripture tattoo on my arm. I'm Christian, Mr. Officer.
It's like, what's this Luke mean? Why'd you tattoo your own name?
Luke is just a different level.
Yeah. You know, this is how I meet women. I say, "Hi, I'm Luke. It's on my arm if you ever forget. Hopefully I'll be able to see you."
You get one of those surreal tattoos that looks like the tag that says, "Hi, my name is."
Yo, I would get that right on my chest, except for I wouldn't get any tattoo that's not Jesus related on my body.
Did you ever actually fill out that back tattoo, Arian?
Yeah, you getting there?
You did?
Not done yet.
It's getting there.
Can you send us a picture of it?
Yeah. When I get home.
No, right
You're
now.
gonna be like, what the fuck is he doing right now?
Inside the cafe.
In the bathroom. It's like a multi-person
No,
bathroom,
we
too.
got-
That'd be hilarious.
Arian takes a picture of it. You make it the thumbnail of the episode.
Sorry, I was mouthing words to Simon. Why are you giving away my secret?
Is that our time?
I mean, I made the last picture of you, the main screen.
Arian, if you ever become 500 pounds, please send me another picture of it. I love seeing tattoos morphing.
Arian,
Alright, bro. Don't worry, Will.
I really need that picture of the hydrant.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have your number.
You don't. I'm the only person with Arian's
You
number.
do.
Okay. Well, send me Anthony's number, Luke.
All right. Or you can send it in the Discord, Anthony.
I'll send it to you right. I'll message you right
Fuck
now.
it. Yeah, I'll just post it there real quick.
No, he got a new phone and a new number like a year ago.
You got a new number?
Long time
Who
ago.
did? Who?
You.
No, I didn't. I still have the same number I've had since junior.
Really? Never mind.
Alright, I'm about to confirm this.
Yeah, we'll confirm it. See if Arian gets any texts.
Yeah, I'll see if Arian responds.
Yeah.
Because I thought I got.
it.
I thought I
That was
got
me.
you.
That was me, Arian.
You
I
got
already
it.
sent it to Discord, bro.
Oh, it's on Discord?
It's in pictures
Yeah,
in
send
this.
it. Here, but I also appreciate shares.
What's the quality hydrant?
Anyway, I just don't know the mundane nuances of dating and attraction and all that. You know, like
Sometimes you got
when you lock eyes with someone like 3 times, does that mean that they're attracted to you, or you know, just like those little weird littles.
See, if someone locks eyes with me 3 times, I assume it's because I have something on my face.
Yeah. You do. You like pop a zit on your chin there, and it's red as heck.
Just assume the worst.
That's always like the safest bet. Assume the worst.
It's like social. You need to get that checked.
Alright. Did you get my wonderful picture, Arian?
I did.
Wow, so he does have the same number. You guys were right.
I was right. Told you I was.
No, they were right. Anyway, my dad broke a lot of rules in the military. He probably
I'm
said
sure.
it.
We all do. But
Yeah.
No. you don't let anybody know.
Oh yeah, he never did. Let anyone know what rules he broke, but at least the important people. But they did take a few stripes off of him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they took like 2 stripes off of him because they thought he was smoking pot, which they had no evidence of, but he was. But there was no evidence, so
Yeah, there was no way to test for it.
yeah.
Alright, I gotta get going, guys. Okay, bye.
Bye, Arian. I love you.
Oh, he didn't hear that. He left before you said that.
All right, guys. Well, that's episode 3 of the what were we gonna call it?
Dumpster cast.
The modcast,
Awkward cat?
the aqueduct. Yeah, I know it was kind of boring this time around because we didn't talk about any amazing movies that we saw.
It's been like 3 days.
It's been like 3 days since the last one because we were late on the last one. Anthony, before we do go out, give some movie recommendations. Give your take on Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu, pretty solid, 7 out of 10. And I also recently saw Booksmart. Pretty funny movie.
All right, with that, guys, we're going to end the podcast. Thanks for listening. If you did listen, I don't know how many people are out there listening, but sorry for how boring this might have been. We did just talk like 3 days ago to each other, so we're not that fresh. tune in a week from today for the next episode, and thanks for listening.